It is Wednesday, March the 26th, and what a shit show. Y'all, one of the kickers to this are the sheer amount of people who are like, are you kidding me? If that was me, I would have been fired. Instantaneously fired. There, no explanation, no hearing, no asking for my opinion or what I thought, just fired. Just plain straight up fired. Anyone else, straight up fired. People in the military are like, straight up fired. This, I don't know how this is going to unfold, but it's not glorious, but it is glorious. Because the incompetence is on full display. The narcissism is on full display. All they had to do was go, sorry, mistake, whoopsies. And I mean, even they wouldn't have fixed it, but at least it would have minimized this blowback. But they need to dig in their heels and for no one to take any sort of accountability and for them to just deny and lie and pretend that it's normal and then blame Joe Biden and then point at Jasmine Crockett. For using a name that's not even new, by the way. Thank you to the Texans who hop into my comments and said, yeah, we already call him Hot Wheels. Like, that's not even a secret. So even better, they're going after her for something that Texans already say. So that just doubly proves my point about the corporate caucasity we are watching in the house that is all white. They had such a bad day that they just threw everything they had at the closest black woman that has a little bit of a spotlight on her. Well, she called Governor Abbott Hot Wheels. Yeah, so does all of Texas. What else? Well, she needs to personally apologize to the shareholders of Tesla for wishing that they lose money. Like, what the? What? What the? No! No! If you follow me on the talk, you already got the story where in corporate solar, that sort of thing has happened to me repeatedly. That's why I won't go back. That's why I have no interest in going back into that shit. When you are the woman of galore in the office, you are the scapegoat. You are there for all of the nincompoop, incompetent Nepo babies to point at every time they fuck something up. And those same people will constantly tell you that they're not sure that they believe what you're saying. Like, they would hire me because I know what I'm talking about. They're all salespeople. I'm the construction person. I'm telling you why you can't do this thing that the sales rep doesn't understand because he's in sales and not construction. And you'll have all the folks go, admittedly, we don't have your knowledge and expertise and experience, so we can't fully say we disagree, but it just doesn't sound right to us. We're going to go ask around and ask some other people and see if they agree with what you said before we, and you're like, this is what you fucking hired me for. You just said I'm the expert, but also you don't know if you can, why are you having trouble believing me with this? Yeah, I can't tell you how many times they would call a meeting and hire an outside white male consultant to verify what I said. They would pay twice for another man to come in and sit at the table and repeat what I said. And then they would look at me. The contractor would look at me and go, why did they call me here? And I'm like, because they don't believe me. Like, they hired me to do this, but because I'm a woman of galore, every time I say something, they pay a white man to confirm it. That is corporate, and that's what they're doing in government. And you're watching it. You're watching it in real time at our expense. These people, like, I can't imagine what these folks feel like in the military, knowing that they have to trust these people with their lives, and they're just like willy-nilly. This is all a game. This is all a game. This is all for fun. They're doing whatever they want. Blaming Joe Biden. Joe Biden said signal's fine. Like, what is, no one said, first of all, the thing they're talking about still doesn't apply to classified documents or the sort of conversations that were happening. So we've had multiple officials say, yeah, we're not even allowed to text when we're doing certain things. So, okay, and yes, we know that this is part of the heritage plan to use apps where the messaging disappears so that there's no evidence later of what they did or said. We know. Which is also very reassuring when people are using apps that are going to wipe the information because they know it's bad. That's very reassuring. I don't know how much longer we have on this. I mean, April 5th, looking forward to seeing how many of y'all get out there, but I mean, in the meantime, they're going doubly hard to see how many people they can take out in the process. I don't know if you heard, but people are receiving letters that they're not getting their Social Security check next month, and they have no path to recourse. Their local office is closed, and when they call, no one's answering. So they're being left without income, with increased food prices, increased utilities, increased prescriptions. People are already skipping prescriptions. Okay, they're like, I can't afford $2,000 this month. Guess I'm not taking my life-saving medication this month. Okay, that's where we are already, and they're just doubling down on it and doubling down on it, and then trying to make sure that they can jack up voting to make sure that they can try everything possible to hold on to the power, and he can run again, and he can do this, and like, y'all need to stop with this. Do they really mean it? Are they really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, real quick, I just want to remind y'all again about this public square place. I know I already mentioned it. I'll mention it again. To check it out, with your VPN and whatnot. Check out the places near you that are listed on there so you know where not to shop. It is essentially a virtual whites only website, and you want to know where not to spend your dollars. I love this. I love that they make it so easy to identify themselves, and then they also still want you to spend money. Like, we don't want your kind, but still spend your money. Like, no. No, it stays with me. You don't get my money, but not my kind. And I'm appreciative for the accomplices that are of the same mentality, going, yeah, if I see a whites only, I'm not going either. I don't care if that's my people. That's disgusting. And I love it. The thing about Ray Rays is they always assume that everyone else is just like them. They assume that every other person who looks like them is just exactly like them and has the same thoughts and feelings and hates, and they're shocked when they realize that other people have souls and have empathy. What? You don't wrap yourself up at night with the warmth of knowing that at least you're superior in skin? Like, what a ridiculous thing to comfort yourself with. Can you imagine all you have to comfort yourself with every day is, I'm white or I'm conservative? Like, that's it. That's all you've got. You're looking at the bots on here right now, and they're making clickbait, and they're in the comments replying to every single comment because they are unemployed in a trailer in Pennsylvania. Their farm is closed, and they've got nothing better to do than to get dopamine hits from strangers on the internet by posting things like, yeah, we love the co-daddies, and they go, replying to every single comment. And a lot of them are bots. A lot of them are bots too, but again, it's bots. The bots are happy. The bots are in comment sections. The bots are celebrating. The real people are pissed. The real people are not buying Teslers. Oh, side note, did you know the one of the more recent times that a company begged people not to sell off, just please hang on, was Enron. So, for the people who are, it's coming. Like I said, it's a dead body. We're just waiting for it to start smelling. Like, there's no saving it. No one wants it. It's done. Take the emblem off your car if you can't get rid of yours. But if we see it and you have not rebranded it, we know what we think about you. It's done. It's over. It's in the ground. All right. Like, just wow, though. What are we? It's Wednesday. This is the halfway point check-in. And a lot of us, I want to circle back around and give Harry his props. If you didn't hear that little kerfuffle where the Reds tried to throw him under the bus as someone who disrespects women because he was talking to multiple chicks. And they were, trading pictures and a bunch of single young people doing single young people stuff. And the Reds tried to be like, see, the hypocrites. Look at him. He's talking to multiple girls and asking them for pictures. Like, oh my gosh, really? Really? The stuff that y'all do. And you have the caucasity to talk about him chatting when he's a Okay, so he came out with an apology, and I ran out and then they'd be like, dude, you don't even have to apologize for this. This is a nothing burger. Okay, who isn't talking to multiple people at once when you're not in an exclusive relationship? Like, that's just how it is. Come on now. Come on. Especially that side. Team Red doesn't get to say shit about relationships or monogamy or any of that stuff. Half of them are on Grindr, and the other half of them are shopping for their next wife at the local high school. Please, they don't get to say shit. They don't get to say shit about shit. They get to sit down, shut up, and let us point and laugh. That's what they've earned, and that's what they're going to get.